Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so exciting for me because I'm finally finished with my year-long Project Pan journey. If you've been here since the beginning, you know I started with 10 products and I've worked my way through a few of them, and now I get to show you after a year how I've made it through certain products, how some have lasted a lot longer than I thought they would, and everything in between. If you're a little confused about what a Project Pan is, I will leave my playlist linked up here, also in the description. You should watch the first one. That's where I really explain what the whole process is. But essentially, you pick products, you work your way through them and use them until they're all gone. It has been such a journey. I've learned that some things are okay in travel sizes. You don't need the biggest or the jumbo size because it's gonna last you so long. I've been using very expired makeup on my face, and I've kind of like bared the consequences of that, specifically with my BB cream. So, you know, it's been a journey, like I said, and it's just really eye-opening as someone who is low waste and low impact to know that my essentials that I have, I really don't need anything beyond that. Like everything that's on my face, minus like my gloss, is from my Project Pan. So it's like I picked my essentials, I use them, and they work really well for me. So why branch out and like buy a ton of other shit? Like I really don't need to. So without further ado, I'm just gonna work through and show you guys the products that I have used over this past year. I'm just gonna get started with the most exciting one. It is the remnants of my It Cosmetics CC cream. Like literally everything is worn off the label. It's kind of ridiculous. Yes, there's still product in here, and when I pump it, I get like nothing comes out. I've fully panned it. It's actually amazing. And you know, as I was using this, I went through like a really big love-hate with it. I really hated how quickly it oxidized, but then I was like, maybe I'm just using too much. So when I started to run out, I was really loving the texture of it and realizing maybe I was just using too much, trying to use it all up. So I purchased a different BB cream while this one was running out, and it's really not that great. So I'm kind of thinking like, it's funny how tumultuous my relationship with this was, and I think I might actually repurchase it. My biggest thing was that the coloring was just off. When it came out, it had light, medium, and dark, and I think I saw in Ulta they have like actual shades now, so I might give this another go. It was really just felt great on the skin. My only thing is I do have oily skin, so if I don't powder it, then it does kind of like start to seep through. But other than that, I learned a lot from this little guy here, and for that, I'm grateful and thankful. It feels really good to have gotten through this one. This one really, I ran out a few days ago, so it really took me like an entire year to go through. Then I have my Tarte eyebrow pomade. This stuff is gonna be in my will and my inheritance because there's just no getting rid of it. At this point, I don't even think I've made like a sizable dent. This is one thing where if I don't put on face makeup or eye makeup, I still do put on brow pomade, and just has been so difficult to get rid of. You know, I do think I have made a pretty decent dent in the middle, but it's just something that I'm gonna have for forever. If I was a makeup artist, then it would be a different story, but because I'm only doing my brows every day, like it's just lasting so much longer than if I was like a professional. Why did I buy brow pomade in the first place? I'm not sure, because it's not like I have super sparse brows, but I think it was just the trend, like the super blocky brow in like 2016. I was like, I want to be on that wave, and it's really not a look. So, but now I'm stuck with it. You know, you don't just throw things away. That's how I live my life. There is no away, right? So it's gonna end up somewhere. I'm just gonna keep it and use it up until it is no more. Next up is my Fenty contour stick. Now this is also something I had a love-hate with. At first, I thought it was breaking me out along my cheeks. That's not the case. I just found out I have really bad hormonal acne, and it got worse as I got off birth control. So I wrongfully blamed Miss Rihanna herself, and for that, I take that back. Like, I completely revoke that. So redacted. But I have made my way through this pretty well. This is how much is left. If you guys remember from the beginning, it was like way more than that. So, you know, I've kind of like learned how to like really snatch my nose, cheekbones, jawline, all the things. I just need to be extra careful and make sure that I'm like fully blending it out. But this is something I will continue to use. Really great for summer, winter when my skin's kind of dry. I just gotta make sure it doesn't stick to any patches or anything. Moving along with cheeks, this is like one thing, okay, so last time I showed you guys, I was like, oh, I'm so close to hitting pan, blah, 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 blah. No, so turns out the thing is just broken down here. And let's see if I can get it to like click. Oh, here we go. There is so much more product in here. Look at that. Here we go. That's the bottom of it. I was so fooled into thinking that I had hit pan and it was going to be gone soon. Absolutely not. So this is a travel size Milk makeup in work. This is the lip and cheek kind of duo. And you know what? This travel size is more than enough for me. So this is just one of those things that's like eye-opening. I'm like, okay, I don't need the biggest thing. I don't need the full-size one. And I think I got this as like a sample or like a birthday gift from Sephora or something like that. And it's just been so long lasting. Like, I'm really glad I don't have the full-size one. This I rotated into my project pan somewhere like halfway through and just tried to use it up. This is definitely going to take a lot more work. No pun intended. Then I have my Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick. I do believe this is a full size, and I've had this for a few years, and I can finally say I fully hit pan. There's nothing left. I mean, like, I can dip my finger into it, but like I am at pan and below, so I can fully say I've used this one up. It feels really good. Like, I don't know, I'm a completist, so it's really nice being like, okay, I fully used that up and know that I'm not like creating waste or anything, or this isn't going to landfill unused or wasted. I'm just a geek for that kind of stuff. I also have this Laura Geller blush that I did kind of rotate in. It's a Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. I used it today on top of like my cheek, whatever. There's just no way I'm hitting pan on this. I rotated in just to see, but I have kind of like knocked off the top dome, but that's really it for this little guy, so kind of not worth mentioning, but just wanted to address it because I did in my last video. Up next for lips, this is my Charlotte Tilbury little sample size and Pillow Talk. I'm just realizing I'm not a lippy kind of gal, so I have like a whole section of lip products in my little makeup collection that I just really don't touch, and this little sample size is a testament to that. I barely go through it. This little guy's been through the ringer as well. It's been washed, it's been smushed in the cap, it's been reshaped, but it's still being used. You know, I just don't think I'm really a lip person, so unless it's like a light wash or a balm or even a gloss, I'm just not really like a lipstick person. I have a lot of liquid lipsticks from like NYX when those were a big thing. It's crazy how like almost a decade has passed and I like still have some of this makeup. Like, that's crazy. And moving on into my last two items, they're both eye things. So this is a Laura Mercier little, oh, okay, well, it was a little Laura Mercier like eyeshadow stick. It's on my foot right now. This is all that's left. This just fell out of the tube, so that's great. It's a really creamy, bronzy purple kind of shade that was just really good for all over the lid. I don't know what to do with this now. Should I just pop it back in? Okay, well, that's gonna have to just stay there. So this I'm really close to hitting pan on. This is something that if I got a lighter shade, I would use it every single day just as an all over. So I am actually considering purchasing something similar to this, or this again in a full size, just a different shade. This is a little dark, but I'm really glad to have tried out the sample and used all of that up before I decided, okay, I want to get the full size because I know I'll use it. And lastly, guys, this is probably the biggest feat of all. I have my Naked One Basics little palette. I love these, by the way. It's so good for travel. I've panned just about every single eyeshadow in here. How amazing is that? The only one I haven't really gotten into is like the black shade, just because I don't find myself using that often, even as like an eyeshadow. It just kind of wipes away. But I did kind of do like a little easy little smoky eye, everyday smoky eye with the shade. But how amazing is that? Not too long ago I hit pan on Venus and Faint, which Venus is the highlight shade and Faint is the darker brown shade. It feels really good being able to do this, but it's funny because with the Naked Basics too, like I hit pan on that so quickly. I was using it all the time, so it just is a testament that like I am just finding what works, and I've like made this work for me, but I know I gravitate more towards the other one. So this is not something I will be repurchasing, but I do love the Naked Basics like as a travel thing and an everyday thing. So yeah, guys, that is my project pan summed up in a year. It's crazy how like so much has gone on behind the scenes, like using makeup every single day, days when I don't want to put on anything, but I'm like doing it because I want to use these products up and I want to keep it rolling, keep the pan going. It's been a journey. Will I be doing another project pan? The answer is yes, but not until the new year. I want to give my skin a break from any makeup, and now that I'm done with the project pan, I feel good about doing it instead of like letting makeup like sit around again. I have like products that I can use if I want to, but I don't feel obligated to. Not that I was ever like truly obligated to in the first place, but now that I'm not trying to use that product, I feel a lot better about just letting my skin breathe, and I think it really needs it, especially while I figure out like my hormones, gut health, that sort of thing, and like having makeup in the mix is just not ideal for that. So I'm gonna give it a break, but you can definitely expect another project pan from me probably sometime in the new year. This was super fun to do. I really loved like looking forward to the updates and seeing how much progress I've made, and it feels crazy to like have finally made a year on it. Like, that is wild to me. But thanks for watching if you've stuck through the whole series. Thank you so much. Well, my camera died while I was outroing, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for sticking with this project pan journey. It's been really eye-opening and been really fun to just kind of experiment using makeup in different ways, even though honestly I was just trying to get through it most of the time. That's gonna be all for me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe and turn on post notifications for my upcoming videos for the winter season, and also my project pan next year when I do that, inevitably. Thanks again so much for watching and spending your time with me today. Until I catch you in next week's video, don't forget to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet, and I'll see y'all then. Bye.